be us riding around in a new car. We could be chilling somewhere on the rooftop. We could be all over the world, but we never ever really get that far. Cause you'll always be tripping, man, you gotta stop.
What's up, YouTube? It's Moses
and Tati
and my beautiful mom Renita, and we are back with a brand.
You gotta say Miss Renita.
It's okay.
Miss Renita, this is my mother.
Okay, yeah.
And we're back with a brand new video. Mama,
Oh, okay. With a brand new
okay, well, hold on. And we're back with a brand new video. So today we are here at my mom's beautiful house. We first off wanted to say congratulations, Mom.
Thank you.
I seen her work so hard. She busted her ASS to get this house, and now she has it. It's a beautiful home, and we are here, and we are about to get into our first seafood mukbang. Oh, me and Tati about to go with my mom. We got crab legs here, we got cornbread, we got corn, we got crabs, and we are about to feast and have a beautiful time. We got our wine, Tati got a michelada.
Yeah.
So we about to go in, y'all. We don't know what we're gonna talk about or how we got to run through this, but we're about to have a good time and get into it. So let's go.
The cornbread is homemade, and we do have our sauces. They want to know all about the food.
Yeah,
you know?
tell them, Tati.
So this is garlic butter. Miss Renita made this, and she made this. What's this?
This is like a homemade
What's that?
thing we do. We use like ketchup, mustard, mayonnaise, and little seasoned sauce, little hot sauce.
Vinegar.
And vinegar, yeah.
So you just dip the crabs in there.
Yeah, it's so good.
And then these crabs are really common over here in like Maryland, DC, and the DMV. And
My
so,
favorite.
Yeah, that's what his family always eats. And then we kind of went with our snow crab.
Yeah, I've always loved snow crab legs, and I like the small ones. I like the little small crab legs, so that's what I get all the time. So guys,
I'm nervous. I don't want to make a mess.
we're about to get into
Okay.
it. Let's go.
And the topic is.
And the
What are
topic
we gonna
is
talk about?
okay. So we can say
So?
this. We can talk about. Okay, my mom is newly, in a new relationship,
Ooh!
and I always talk about.
Don't mention her man.
Don't mention her man. Okay?
Okay.
Shout out to you, though, brother. So, I always talk to her about how me and Tati met, and like when me and Tati met, we didn't really. I wasn't looking for it. She said she was looking for me, but I wasn't really looking for anything. I just got out of a relationship, so I was just trying to be single, live my life.
Oh, you were not in no serious relationship.
It was terrible.
It was awful.
It wasn't a relationship. It was
Yeah.
terrible. So I always tell my mom, like, when you find somebody, it's always best to just, let it happen.
Yeah, we were watching Moses and Tati.
So basically, what I told my mom was, I was just like, when me and Tati met, I wasn't looking for it. It just sort of happened. And then from there, we still didn't even realize like it would actually last long, because she lived in San Diego at the time. I lived in LA. And we were like, who's gonna do this 2-hour long drive back and forth and really make this be a relationship?
Me?
Yeah, her. That's what she said. But you never really know. But it just happened like that. And then in my mom's situation, it basically happened to her like that. Throughout this time period. So, we all feel. I think we all feel like, don't search for love.
You though.
Yeah, it just
at first I was like really searching, like going out there, and then
yeah, she'll date.
yeah, and then he finally, to my son, said, "Mom, just stop looking, and it'll come to you."
Yeah, cause I think that's the best thing. Cause like you can't go searching looking for love. It just gotta happen. But you also gotta put yourself out there. Me and Tati talk about that all the time too.
And where did you meet?
Oh yeah, where did you meet?
Yo, man.
Yo, this.
Well, actually, I work in Glen Burnie, Maryland, and I go to this. Sometimes in the morning, I go to this aviation deli in Glen Burnie by my job to get breakfast, and I just happen to go in there. I usually go in there maybe 2 or 3 times a week, and I went in there. My friend was in there. He was there.
Her friend was in there, yeah.
So when I walked in, his coworkers and everybody just turned around and was staring.
Ooh, they were like, who is that?
And then he's like getting ready to order, and he was like, "No, you go. How you doing, Miss Lady?" I said, "I'm fine."
You go
said,
ahead.
Miss Lady.
"You go ahead and order first." And then I ordered, and I could tell that he was watching me. And it started from there, and then he told me to have a nice day. I said, "Okay, you have a nice day too," and I left. And then it was like, I was like, wow. I was like, God, he's kind of nice. I'm like, oh my God, he's not gonna say anything. And he did not say anything. I was like, dang. So I was like, God said, I guess that's the end of that. And just so happened.
So you wasn't expecting him to like call or nothing? Like,
we didn't expect nothing or anything.
Oh, okay.
We were just like, it was just like, bye, and you know, have a nice day, right? And I was like, God.
You were like, is he gonna say something?
Yeah, is he gonna say something before I leave? So I was taking my time, kind of like.
So is that what women do?
You're like, I need some condiments.
Yeah,
like the ketchup.
Right.
So is that what women do? They stall
They
out
do. Especially if you
and
see.
guys, we are, you know, we take our precious time.
Right.
Don't really understand the cues.
And that was him. Cause yeah, I was taking, you know, I was like, God, I was like, she said your sandwich ready, and I get my sandwich. I was like, God, so I did like Tati said. I went over and started acting like I needed some salt and pepper, which I didn't. And the whole time we're for a sandwich, and the whole time he's watching.
Just sitting there looking.
Yeah.
She's all putting like mustard, ketchup, man, like the sandwich is all nasty when I was
because he's watching. And then I was like, oh my God. So then what I did was I left and I got to work and I had told one of my coworkers, Danielle, I was like, God, I saw this nice guy in here and I was like, he was watching me. I know he was checking for me, but he didn't say anything. He let me walk out of there and didn't say anything. She was like, oh, don't worry about it. You'll see him again. And just so happened, I went in there the following week. I went in there again. He was in there. And we did it. The same thing happened. He spoke, good morning, watched me, smiled, and all of that. Opened the door for me and everything like that. Didn't ask me for my number or anything. And I was going to the 7-Eleven right beside the deli. This was another day. This was like 2 days later. And he pulled up and he opened the door for me. And I was like, oh my God, it's him.
At the 7-Eleven.
So
that's what, yeah, the 7-Eleven is where
so
it's
a
really,
different place.
Right, but it was like right across from the
So it was
aviation
adjacent
deli.
to the other place.
Right, and so I was getting ready to go in and he opened up, I didn't even see him coming and he opened up the door. I was like, oh my God, that's him.
Yeah.
And then I played it all cool and then he opened the door. How you doing? And good morning to this lady. I was like, I'm fine. You know.
Good morning, Miss Lady.
Mind you, I'm nervous as hell.
So you was nervous.
Yeah.
So I would go over to get my coffee. So he goes around the other way to get his drink, whatever he was in there. And then when I turned around to get in line, he was gone. I was like, oh man, I missed that.
Here we go again.
That's exactly what I was thinking, Tati. I was like, oh my God, here we go again. And as I paid for my food and my stuff and I walked out, he was standing outside of 7-Eleven. He said.
So he was just waiting.
He was waiting for me and was waiting. He told me, he said I was just waiting for the right time. He said because.
Third time's the charm.
Right, yeah, and he said what really kind of like made him nervous was because he said, you know, when I saw you and I just thought like, oh man,
She probably
she's
was
bougie.
Oh no.
No, he thought,
yeah, we talked about
yeah,
this,
he
yeah.
thought that maybe I would be bougie.
The perception of guys.
Right, because he was like
Like if a woman takes care of herself or does her hair and nails, it's like a lot of times people consider that bougie. And when you drive, everything.
And he looked and he was
So
like,
don't judge a book by its cover.
right.
Yeah.
And so he was like thinking, he's like, man, she probably bougie and stuck up and she ain't gonna give me a time of day. And so one of his buddies that told him said, you better say something. And so when I was leaving out, he opened up the door and he said, excuse me, Miss Lady, are you married? I said, no, I'm not married. He said, do you have a man? Are you in a relationship? I said, no, I'm single. He said, well, can you put my number in your phone?
Oh, that's so cute.
Oh, wow.
So he did. He said, could you put my number in your phone? So I did. And then I gave him my number. We exchanged numbers. And I didn't think anything of it. I went on to work and everything.
Yeah.
And by the time I got off work, he was calling my phone.
Oh, that's so
And it was so
good.
crazy because we got to talking. And there's an age difference. I can say my age, right?
You can say whatever you
Well, I
want.
mean, you can say whatever you want. Y'all can look me up on Wikipedia. But
Yeah.
I always just say, just know anyone can watch it, whatever
Right.
you say you want to say.
Exactly.
You
So
can say whatever you
basically,
want.
I'm 54 and he's 44.
But you don't look like it.
Right.
Yeah, clearly.
so, and that's what he said. And when I told him, when we finally started talking, and he was like, well, how old are you? And I was like, 54. He really didn't believe me, so he had me to take out my license. He literally thought that I was lying. I was like, no. I said, no. And then he told me that he was 44, and I was like, oh my goodness. Because I'm thinking like, he's young.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, oh my God. But he's very mature. We hit it off. And from day one, we've never been apart after that. Like,
what about the conversation, like,
oh,
that you really realized in your conversation once y'all actually like started?
one of the things that really, and I think I mentioned this to you, Tati, too. Mm-hmm. One of the things that really attracted me to him was the love of his parents and his sisters and his family.
Oh, yeah.
That really, like, I was like, oh my God, like, he's really, you know, family orientated. You know, his mom passed away in his arms at a very young age.
Yeah, that's
what,
crazy.
14?
Yeah, that's sad.
And he's just, I don't know, and he's very caring, and he's always wanting to help and do things, and you know, I just knew.
It's rare.
And it's very rare, and I just knew, and I think I called Moses. I told him, I said, this is it. Like, he is the one. Like, we get along, we laugh, we talk. We go out,
They FaceTime all the time.
we don't, there's no secrets or anything like that.
No secrets?
No secrets, none of that.
We FaceTime.
That laugh, that lying, and all that sneakiness, like, we FaceTime, and then we just like, I don't know. It's so beautiful. It's really, really beautiful. I'm super happy. And I can honestly say I'm happier than I've ever been in a long time.
Oh,
Really.
that's so good. That's awesome. I love that.
And I can honestly say that he's husband material.
Ooh.
He's husband material. I told him, you can tell a man that's husband material.
Yes,
like
you
my son
can.
is husband material.
Yes,
But you can tell, like you said, Tati, you can tell a man that's husband material. You can tell.
That's why I
never
knew I was
realized
gonna wipe him up.
I never realized that. What is it that a woman looks like? What are you looking for that you really see that's like husband material? Like, what is that thing that you?
This is, in other
What
words,
is it?
Moses wants to hear us say all
Go
the
ahead,
great
Tati.
attributes about him.
Also, we got men out there watching.
Mm-hmm.
They might
Yeah.
want to know, like, what do I need to tighten up at? What am I not doing right? You know, how can I be?
I need so much man, I need a lot of things. Loyalty. I want you to
Trust.
ride for me.
Yeah.
Trust. Yes. Trust, loyalty, respect. You gotta respect the person you're with.
Do.
I've seen a lot of relationships throughout my life where they call each other names or speak out like, and I'm so grateful that me and Moses aren't like that and never would be like that. And just having respect. I need someone very affectionate. I'm very loving. I want to be all up under this man every single day.
You're like this in the head.
Yeah.
Literally, like, you're not sleeping, turning back to back and look, no, like, I need to be all up.
That's me.
When me and Moses hug at night, I said, it's time to hug face to face.
Yeah.
And face to face means we're gonna be right here looking at each other's faces.
She even told her mom that I give her a cuddle time.
Yeah.
This is a little part of the day
Yeah.
where she gets a nice little 30 minutes to an hour.
So I need affection, yes. I need
Affection,
and then
yeah.
just like, I feel like I'm kind of old school. I feel like there's things that men should do and things that women should do. I think women should take care of a home and cook and clean and do all that. And I think, you know, a man's gotta like take care of his family. So,
Live about it.
so picky. I'm like, you
No,
gotta
I mean,
It's true.
but I believe you can have what you want.
I'd
really
rather the
believe that,
honesty.
so.
And she's like that. She believes that you can have what you want. And
I do.
I truly believe that too.
Hold out, don't settle.
Yeah,
That's what I
I'm saying
believe.
for sure.
And I didn't. That's why I was.
Yes, because if you think of all the times where you could have settled in life and then now you didn't and you're like have something so much better, you're like, man, thank God I didn't settle.
Yeah.
And I feel like so many people in bad situations like
Just deal with
are
it.
like, man, like this is what I can get or this is it. And it's like, it's really not. But you gotta go through the tough being alone and you gotta go through like the rough times of maybe you cry because you're lonely and you want someone, or
You do.
you cry because you left a relationship where you really loved someone but it wasn't
weren't for
enough and they weren't for you. And so you gotta go through the tough times and people don't wanna do that. People don't wanna be alone. They don't wanna cry and you have to.
You got to go through all of those moments.
That's your strength. You gotta do that.
You have to wait. You got to hold out. And just
That's so
understand
true.
it's much more out there for you. And I mean, I would tell my daughter that. I say, don't rush love. Don't go out, go looking for it. Just let it happen. It'll happen. And when it happens, it's right. And you'll know it. You'll feel it. You'll know it. And it just happens like that. But don't go out searching for it.
One of my number one things that I'm so grateful for, not that I'm saying it's not Moses, but his family, I swear, I always say that. Because, man, you can love someone, but if you don't mess with their family, That sucks.
Yeah,
That
it's
sucks.
true.
Like,
And I mean, Ma, it's sort of like we experienced that when I was a kid.
You did.
Similar like that.
Yeah,
Like,
'cause I had to go through that. Your dad's mother, she wasn't fond of me.
yeah,
Yeah.
like that's hard.
so it's
And
like,
my family is so obsessed with Moses, it's sickening.
it's
See,
definitely
that's a
hard.
good thing.
Yeah, no, like I love it.
Exactly.
Especially if you spend so much time around your families. And I mean, the great thing about us is that, you know, my family, even though my family is on the East Coast, her family's on the West Coast, like, just still being able to go back and forth. Whenever we hang around our families, we have a ball,
Man,
we have fun, we like, it's always dope. We always have dope memories and experiences every time we get in front of one another, so it's always really dope like that.
We were here for almost 9 days, and like
Yes.
no like hiccups
No
or nothing
hiccups, no
bad.
nothing.
Like
And
it
we-
was just
Perfect.
fun the whole time.
Look, y'all, I'm a bad trip planner, and that's just that.
Me too.
I'm a bad trip planner. But like, we didn't know. We was like, I planned too many days that I like. We're like, I called my mom like, did we plan too many days? Should I like make it shorter? Like, what's going on? Like, we didn't know. And thus far since we've been out here, we've been jam packed with stuff. I've seen everybody, my dad, my sisters, everybody, my nieces,
Grandma.
my nephews, grandma, like my grandma, my best friend. It's been dope. It's been
And
fun.
everyone
Thus
in your
far.
family is dope.
Yeah.
Everyone's cool. Jesus.
Hey, yeah, I gotta pop these things. It's like a whole leg. We
He's
ain't
just
got
not professional.
Look, y'all, we ain't got no mallets or nothing like
Yeah,
that.
everyone's cool. From your sisters. I mean, I feel like when you meet sisters, sometimes sisters
They
are
can be-
mean and they're harsh
Yeah, they
and
can
they're
be super
catty and no woman's good enough for
And
his
I'm the only
brother.
boy. I'm the only
He's
boy.
the only boy, so
So-
it makes
But
sense.
from day one, both of your sisters were so
They
nice
love
to me.
Tati.
It's crazy.
They do.
My little sister talked to Tati, tell her all her business before I even get the juice.
Yep, last night. We were like, bye, Moses.
She got all that info.
I taught his sister what cheese man means, that means gossip, so I was like, China, what's the cheese man?
But it's so good to be able to have that relationship on both sides, and it's
Yeah.
like dope.
My mom tells Moses stuff before she tells me, my sisters, anyone.
Oh yeah, her mama called me up.
Before
And we
anybody
had a full
else. That's
conversation
crazy.
before. I'll be in front of Tati like, yeah, so what's going on, Miss Lucy? Oh, okay, all right, cool. And Tati,
I'm like, that's my mother.
Tati just FaceTime and she ain't pick up nothing like that. She like, yeah, I'm gonna hit her back.
But you know what? That's crazy because you know I told Tati when I
And they
was
be talking about all stuff behind my back.
and I told her don't tell Moses.
Yeah.
She never did.
I don't. I'll keep the secret. I'll take it to my grave.
Tati is a good woman for him, and I'm so happy. And I can't wait until she, come into our family.
Ooh,
Which
y'all know what that's code
Which
is
I
for.
know she is.
Y'all know what that's code for.
You told me that the first time I ever met you. I literally
What?
remember.
What?
The first time I ever met your mom, like on the second day, like she was like, I know you're gonna be my daughter-in-law.
I told her. I know.
That was 4 years. That was 4 years ago, guys.
Yeah.
Just so you know.
I asked Moses, what's taking so long?
Whoa! I mean, God gracious, give me time. I need to plan.
This
I need to
video
do the
is
ring out. I
lit.
need to do all types of stuff. She on my back, yeah. She was like, yo, you need to go ahead and pop the question next month.
Yeah, I mean,
I ain't got no ring picked out, no wedding, no nothing, y'all. I'm just like, what? I mean, hold up, man. We have just moved in together. We now have our place. We are now living together, and we are doing what couples do.
I can't wait to come visit them.
Oh, yeah.
See their beautiful home. I love it from what I've seen.
My
They're
sister-
really good hostesses because when they
Oh,
take
yeah,
us
yeah.
out, they really show us a good time.
We take them everywhere. We're gonna take them
Definitely
everywhere. We're gonna
take
take
us
them
out.
out. Make sure y'all have the best time out there in California. I was gonna say, Ma, was like, for us in this generation, it's like, we have
You have to
how
date.
we know how we date and stuff like that. But how is it like at your age dating and starting
Oh,
over
that's a
and
good
kind of
question.
doing things like that? Like, what is that like for
That's a very good
women
question.
and guys? What are you, and sorry to cut you off, but like, what are you really looking for?
I'm looking to get married. I want a husband. I want to get married. I want to live the rest of my life with a husband. And I just want to be happy and travel and, enjoy my grandkids. So I think for me, at my age, like, I'm dating now, and after 6 months, or maybe I give him a year, if he hasn't asked me to marry him,
I love your mom.
no matter how good our relationship is or how close we are and how things are going, if he doesn't ask me within 6 months to a year, I've got to leave.
And she's dead serious.
And I'm dead serious.
Oh my God, they're gonna watch this video together.
On 1,000. And I've already mentioned it to him. I said, what are your goals? What is your future plans? And we were doing pillow talk, and he said, well, I mean, he's never been married before. I have. I was married to their dad for 26 years.
Shout out, Pops.
I love your mom, the way she says
Shout out,
it.
Pops.
Their dad.
Yeah, for 26 years.
Ooh,
They still
that's
talk.
great.
They
That's
still talk. They still
cool.
friends.
That's
They
an
still talk.
accomplishment.
She loves my
Yeah.
dad too. They still
Yeah,
talk.
we still.
Oh my God, I
Yeah, we
really
are.
love them both.
Yeah, if I call him, he'll answer and we'll talk or whatever. For me, with my friend, I told him, I said, you know, what are your plans? Because you've never been married. And I noticed that, you know, he's had like 2 relationships, but they were all long relationships, like 10, 15, 10
okay,
years.
so you're saying, like, why did you get married
Yeah,
then?
why did you get married?
So keynote right there, y'all.
So
Y'all ever
I'm
experienced
just
that?
right. So I'm just, you know, like listening and trying to, you know, absorb all of the information so that I can see where, you know, where it's going. And he said to me, he said, yeah, my plans is to get married. I don't want a wedding. I want to go like to the Just of the Peace and have a big reception with family and friends.
Okay.
And I said, oh yeah, that sounds nice, because that's how I be thinking.
Ooh, I'm gonna wait for that party.
Right. But my thing is, and I told him, I said, you know, for me, I don't have 6 years to give another man. I don't have time to waste. So I know what I want. I know where I'm trying to go and what I'm trying to do. And that's when you get up in age. When you get up into like, to your, you know, I would say 45, 50, you know, it's time to settle down. You kind of like should know what you want. Or where you're trying to go, what you're trying to do. You know what I'm saying? A man knows if he's gonna be your,
For sure.
if he want to marry you, if he wants you, if you're wife material, or
Yeah, you know.
you know. There's
You know
no,
for sure.
no ifs, ands, and buts about it. You know.
Because you're looking at everything a woman does.
Right.
How she takes care of her home, how she'll be with kids,
Right.
things like that. Like I'm always
you already
looking at
said-
different
right.
things. Because you need to see if she can actually hold those things down and how she handles certain situations and push through and everything like that. Like you're supposed to always be looking like that and seeing if you can actually have a partner that's going to be with you and ride to die to the end, you know, since you guys are going to be together for the rest of your life. So you need to know and make sure that's the person that can handle any situation that you guys, you know, go through. Like I seen my mom and dad go through. I seen them go through ups, downs, highs, lows, everything. And
They got good stories.
yeah, it's like they got amazing stories, amazing memories. It's like they've been through so much. It's like
We're more like brother and
yeah,
sister
they're like
now.
brother and sister now. It's like they've been through so much, and that's where I learned it from. I learned that from, you know, you and Pops, is just like learning all those things and then understanding what I want in a woman and how I should be as a man and what I need to step up on and make sure I do. Maybe I might get the ring right at least.
Right. Oh, you gonna definitely get that.
Ooh, look at her. Ooh.
He gonna definitely get that right.
Ooh.
I'm gonna help him on that.
Look at Tati there.
Oh my God!
Oh my God.
Oh my God.
Choir.
I mean, Tati, how do you feel like?
Ooh, he gonna ask me.
How do you feel, you know, from the next perspective of dating young and like, you know, people that's out there that's in our generation, our age bracket, and you know, like how does that feel? Because she has 2 sisters as well that date and things like that, or start, you know, getting out there and dating. So
Starting today.
yeah,
You
what's
go,
it
girl.
like? What's it like for them on that end, for as a woman? Because me and Tati always talk about like how it's already crazy for women being in this society where dudes are like super scary and weird and wait outside and do this, and so it's like knowing that women have to go through that and like are being approached like that, then how is it like them dating at this point? Like, how do you feel about that?
For me, like I like am further in life of what I want. Like I feel like everyone in my age is like partying or going out or dating, but I'm just an old soul. So I feel like for us, like it just kind of works, and I know what I want, and I'm not into that scene. And we always talk about it. Like, did we meet each other at the perfect time in life? Maybe not. Maybe I would have enjoyed being single and young for a little while longer. Maybe Moses would have enjoyed being in LA and single and for a little while longer.
Yeah.
But life doesn't work out at the perfect timing, and when you find someone that you know is good and that is perfect for you, you don't want to miss out on the opportunity. And I will miss out on going to a club and sitting in bottle service with a bunch of lame ass dudes any day to have the man that I know was like meant for me.
That's right.
I mean,
Yeah,
that's
I told him that even in the
Like, I was out
beginning. He
there.
was like, "You're really young. Like, are you willing to like you know, you're giving up like, you know, partying young and doing all that?" And I was like, "So what?" So I go to the club and there's some football players or something at a table and I'm hanging out with them for the night, and then at the end of the day they're lame and they're cheaters and we don't vibe just to like go out. Like no, like I found someone that I mesh with like perfectly.
Every day.
Yeah, it's my soulmate. So I'm like, no, like I would give all that up a million times over to have the relationship that I have today. And so I don't miss it, and I don't like
Sugar tea. For people to be like, oh, I mean, Renee, that must have been her boo thing. Why are we recording this video?
she said.
See them don't just sound like this.
She said, can they see me too?
Am I still a friend?
We can see you, Miss Janita.
We can see you. One thing on the radio out here. The question was this.
Should you marry for love or
Should you
security?
marry for love
Because
or
someone's
security?
mom told them at the age of 13, they said it stuck with them forever, marry for security,
Security,
not for
not
love.
love.
And then I said that I've heard when you're young, marry for love, and when you go on your second marriage or when you're older, then you marry for security. My mom said.
So we were wondering, because we.
And I said I think you can have both. I'm old enough to think you can have everything. I'm like,
I think you can
it
too.
should be both.
You look at it, it's like
Yeah.
pops didn't have much or
No,
whatever.
but you
and they-
grow together
they
and
grew
you-
and they worked and built.
We
you know?
did. We had a good
They had
life.
amazing things, you know.
We made sure our kids had a good life.
Moses was spoiled in case anyone on YouTube wants to know.
He's the only boy.
Oh my god.
He's such a mama's boy, though, for real.
Oh, also, yes, if anyone wanted to know that, major mama's boy. But I actually think it's a good thing. I think if you find a man that's a mama's boy, that's a good sign. I'm not even kidding.
You got you.
Yeah.
It's true. It's really
That is true, yep.
It is so true.
Because if they had a strong mother figure in their life that taught them values and morals and, you know, like, they're just a better man. Like,
You know how to treat a woman.
yeah, I feel like if a
100%.
man doesn't have his mom in his life or a good, like a strong mother figure, like, well, that makes sense as to why they would, like, you know, kind of lack in certain.
In other departments.
So,
that is so true.
yeah, I that's a mama's boy is an A+.
Yeah. I miss them when they leave, though. I am.
I even
Oh,
think I miss
don't
us.
say that.
I am. I was trying to wait up thinking that I could come down. You know how we do our late night talks and stuff? But you guys didn't get into after one.
Well, we were out with my sisters and my nieces and nephews.
They was having a good time. But I was missing them for a bit. And then
Oh my god, that's
I did
cute.
miss y'all.
Wait, stop. That's
did.
so cute.
Really, Renee?
I did.
Really?
We've had fun.
Okay, then, Renee. It's always great to come back. And I mean, I need to do better and come back and visit
He does.
and making sure like I'm here a lot more too. And
For his niece and nephew.
yeah, for my niece and
Yeah.
nephew. And it's super important. It's super important. So I need to, you know, even do better and tighten up on that on my end. So, you know, it's always things you can improve on and do better. Yeah.
Younger generation now.
Okay.
I noticed that. Look, you know, a lot of them, they don't like titles on anything.
No.
It's more so like saying my lady friend or my friend.
I like a title.
My friend. Women want titles. We want to know who we are. I'm your woman, you're my man. Point blank, period. Okay? That's it.
So wait.
That's it.
Period, poo.
Wait.
Period,
Wait. So I got,
Never forget, we went somewhere in LA, and this was the first time ever I heard him say
Oh, I
it.
said
And Moses said, "This is my girlfriend." And we ain't had no conversation. This is my girlfriend Tatiana, and I was like,
I already knew, but I just
but I didn't know.
But how was she supposed to know?
Yeah, and
Okay.
yeah.
I just didn't tell her, but
And then like I think we left, and I was like, I think I called my mom like, Mom, he just introduced me as his girlfriend. I didn't even know I was his girlfriend.
Yeah,
And then like after you're like, yeah, well I mean you are right. Like what are we? And
I mean,
then I
I
was
feel
like,
like-
you need to ask me.
I feel like I met the family and everything like that.
Spent Christmas.
And
with us.
actually,
Yeah, you
I brought her out to meet y'all really,
brought
really
Tatiana.
soon.
6 months.
It was
Yeah,
like
really
6
soon. I
months
brought her out
that
to
you
meet
did.
my mom and everybody real soon.
That's when I knew. I said, okay, he really.
I know, and I'm like, how
That's
many people
a
have you
whole-
took to see your mom?
That's a whole
He
flight,
don't,
y'all.
he
No, I
don't
know.
bring nobody around me unless it's serious.
Yeah, that's a whole flight.
Yeah.
That's it, boom, that's it.
And he was like, so I have to ask you? And I was like, yes, you do. So then in the middle of lunch, she's like, Tatiana, will you be my girlfriend? And I was like, yes, I will. Thank you for asking.
Exactly. Because women like titles. The majority of women like titles.
So it's like, boom. So you shouldn't
You
go
shouldn't
in with
just
an unknown.
Right.
I feel like if you ain't scandalous, then you should have to.
Right.
Okay.
The only reason not title something is because you're scandalous. That's how I
That's
feel.
true,
That's true.
Even if
And
a
like
woman, if she doesn't want it, that's why because she wants to be out thoughting and plotting.
Exactly. And she's not ready to commit.
Yeah.
But like with
That
my
makes
friend, he came out. He came he said, we're exclusive. Right, baby? I said,
Okay.
yeah, baby.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, baby. Yeah, baby.
You didn't know. You're like, what's the difference between dating and exclusive and boyfriend and girl?
Yeah, I didn't know that because I'm like, what's dating? I'm like, what's dating? What's this?
You're
Yeah,
like
what's that?
locking it down, but you're not officially boyfriend and girl. Like, I'm like, there's
Okay.
steps. Moses had no idea.
I had no clue.
This man don't have any steps.
I haven't been in a lot of serious relationships. I haven't had many. I was like puppy love. It was like puppy love,
Yeah.
and after that, I was just out here doing my thing.
Right.
So then it was like when it was time for like an actual. When it was time for like
Yes, it
dating,
is.
look, when it was time for boyfriend and girlfriend, I didn't know how you do that. Like it's like, okay, do I tell you? Like it's like, because I thought it was like high school. Check the box. Yes, no, what's up? Like
You could have slid me a letter. I would have checked the box.
Hell yeah.
Oh my God. You know what though? I think that is good to put. I mean, that's honestly like if you have a goal in life, you have to put some type of time frame on it, so you know like what you're shooting for. Because other than that, you'll just roll over into the next, roll over into the next. You gotta have it.
You
You gotta have it. We already, since I've been down here, y'all.
Oh yeah,
My whole
2020
topic
was
has
there.
been rings, engagement.
Oh yeah, we're doing
marriage.
engagement in 2020. You better know
2020,
it.
yeah.
So you
I
guys
wanted
have
it
the
to be
video when it
November.
drops.
I wanted to be at first I said November, then I said
She gave him
December.
2 months.
So I gave him
2
2 months. I said December she should have a ring. Period.
2 months, y'all.
Period.
By the time I get back, it's November.
You know, I had a coworker ask me that. She used to always ask me questions
Really?
because always come to me because me and Moses, I feel like, symbolize a strong relationship. And she used to be like, when did you say I love you, or when did Moses say I love you? And I didn't
That's a
remember.
good
I didn't
question.
remember though. I genuinely didn't remember. I was like,
But how long do you know?
I don't know.
You don't even know. What about you?
but I remember on Valentine's Day, I got him.
Months.
No, I don't know.
No.
On Valentine's Day, I got him chocolates made, and there was a heart on the chocolate, and it said I heart, the symbol heart,
You.
Moses.
Okay.
Or you, maybe. I don't
Okay.
know. One other one.
Was that the M&M's?
Yes. And Moses said, what does this mean? And little weasel trying to get me to say it first. And I was like, and I'm like very like, I want the man to do
Say it
everything first. Like, and so then I was like,
I said
it means
first.
I heart you. And he's like, what does the heart mean? And I'm like, what do you think it means? And then he was like, I was like, it says
Digging, y'all.
I
I was digging.
And I was like,
bring
it
it on.
says I
Bring it on
heart
home.
you. And he's like, well, what's the heart? I'm like, it's a heart. And he's like, what does that mean? I'm like, what does the heart mean? I don't know.
Bring it on home, girl.
So you was just waiting.
Let me know.
So you was waiting for time.
I was like, bring it on home,
You
mama.
wanted her to say it.
And then he was like, just say it. I'm like, you say it. And he's like, you say it. And I'm like, you say it. And then I don't even know.
But then
I don't
I
even
said it.
know.
I think I said it.
I think you were just.
I think I was like, I love you. I love you.
You
And I was
said it
like
first.
But
that.
he was like, I don't know if I'm in love, but I love you.
I used to mess around.
No, you waited a while, and then finally you were like, okay, I am in love with you. And I
Yeah.
was like,
Well, I knew
yes, it is.
Yeah.
Yes, it did.
Look, I did not know we was like, as I said, once again, y'all, she was
And
in
then he
San
was like,
Diego.
oh, open this card.
No.
I guess he was all embarrassed after I got him this nice
she was in
cologne,
San
like,
Diego.
designer cologne
She was in
set.
San Diego. I'm in LA. I wasn't thinking this was about to be something. I'm like,
You were checking for me, boo.
I was just doing my thing. I didn't think it was going to actually bloom into something because we were talking, but we weren't really like talking as much.
See, I was
like that.
always so hopeful.
But then we started going and talking. Once we actually started getting into it and talking and stuff like that, I removed everybody. That Tati was my soul. That was it. I was on it and I was done. And I was out. I clocked out. I was done. She was the only woman I was focused on.
After
and then,
a little bit.
Yeah, and that was like
I remember one time
when she invited me
we
to
were out and
Christmas.
he got a text and I said, I remember that, and I was
Wait,
like,
which-
who's texting you? And you, or I didn't say who texted me, but you were like on the phone and we were late, like at the bar, and he was like texting his ex.
Oh, that's when the ex was
and I
like
said,
writing me all
I
this
said,
stuff.
we don't need to be talking. It looks like you have some unfinished
Oh, yeah, she
business.
said that unfinished
and
business.
Moses said, no, it's not unfinished. It's finished. And I was
Yeah,
like,
and that's when I was
Yeah, I remember.
I was letting
I said,
everything
it looks
go.
like you got some
I was getting out. I said
unfinished
no. I said it ain't no unfinished business. Everything's
Yeah.
done. He just wrapped up everything and then I moved on.
Yeah.
So yeah, it comes a point where it's like then you gotta go ahead and be done with it.
Yeah,
and that's what I
true.
did. You know. And
Just
then
Yeah, you have
it was
to.
official.
You have to sever ties when you get in a committed relationship. You have to sever the old ties.
And you shouldn't. And there shouldn't be any like some person hitting you back up and things like that. And if they do hit you back up, you gotta just let that be. I mean, I remember.
Tell me.
Yeah, I
oh my God,
told.
what are you going to say?
I'm just saying, like, people reach out. Your exes will still reach out. You know, it happened to her, it happened to me, it happened to my mom, I'm sure. And you have to know, just like, that's that. You had your moments, you had your stuff, you didn't treat me right, whatever it was, and then boom, that's it. I'm in a whole different relationship, so that's that. We just let that.
I believe in the not responding. If you've already had the conversation about like why like this did not work, you weren't good to me.
It's actually like she'll tell me about her ex stories.
Like that's my best friend. I'll tell everything. If someone texts me, I won't like hide it and like I won't even just delete it. Like, oh, that didn't happen. I'll show him like.
And I'll tell him, I better look what this person said about you.
Absolutely.
I think
always date your best friend.
Yeah, always date your best friend.
Yeah, your best friend. Yeah, that's so true.
We will say that. We will say that.
I got me a new best friend.
Oh, you got a new best friend.
Period.
You see what I got to deal with for the rest of my life?
Oh,
yeah.
He's the real headache. Don't even tell us.
Me and both sides.
He's been giving us hell. Period.
Pooh.
I see that, y'all. So, y'all, I think we're gonna wrap up this mukbang.
Yeah, that was good.
We had tons and tons of fun with you guys. Cheers to everything. We thank you guys for tuning in. Make sure to click that post notification.
Like,
Make sure
comment,
to subscribe. And Renita, before we go, don't forget
to hit that goddamn button.
Don't forget to slap the shit out of that like button.
Would you like to drop your Instagram handle?
Drop
y'all need to follow Miss Renita.
We're gonna put the link.
I am dearly beloved 7.
On Instagram. Don't hit that follow.
I am dearly.
This is a real social media influencer. She will let you know what to spend your money on.
Don't forget to slap the shit
out of that button. Hit the goddamn button.
Alright, y'all. We gotta
hit
go.
The goddamn
We
button.
gotta get Moses and Tati.
And we need it. And hit the goddamn button.
We out.